Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Fort Knox, Kentucky. I am Major Roger Mack, your narrator for today's graduation ceremony. At this time, we would like to welcome all general officers, senior officers, and distinguished guests. Today's ceremony honors the successful completion of Advance Camp. The graduating unit for today is the 8th Regiment of Advance Camp, the General Larry R. Ellis Regiment. The commander of troops for today's ceremony is Cadet John Halo from Fayetteville State University. The color guard is comprised of cadets selected from the regiment. They are led by Cadet Juan Chavaria from Austin Peay State University. Also participating in today's ceremony is the 1st Cavalry Division Band from Fort Hood, Texas, commanded by Captain Richard Henry. To your far left, you'll see the salute battery provided by the Aries Battery, 5th Battalion, 25th Field Artillery from Fort Polk, Louisiana. They are led by 1st Lieutenant Joshua Ardeneko and Sergeant 1st Class Michael Bronze. This ceremony marks the culmination of 35 days of rigorous and intensive training for these young men and women. For them, Advance Camp served as a test of their leadership abilities and potential to be an officer. They have emerged from this challenge confident in their ability to assume the tremendous responsibilities of being an Army officer. The cadets of the 8th Regiment are now formed in front of you. Each regiment has had the honor of having bestowed upon it a namesake. This namesake is in honor of a general officer whose values and accomplishments represent the best the Army has to offer. 8th Regiment has had the distinct privilege of honoring General Larry R. Ellis. General Larry R. Ellis served as commander of the United States Army Forces Command from November 2001 until his retirement in 2004. His prior assignment was Deputy Chief of Staff, G3 Headquarters, Department of the Army. Since 2013, General Ellis has been president and CEO of Vet Connects, a company that provides career opportunities for veterans. General Ellis earned his commission through ROTC at Morgan State University and has held a number of command positions over more than 35 years, starting with company commander in the 82nd Airborne Division at Fort Bragg, North Carolina, and the 101st Airborne Division in Vietnam. He served as commander of Multinational Division North in Bosnia and 1st Armored Division in Germany. His staff assignments include Deputy Director of Strategic Planning and Policy, U.S. Pacific Command and Deputy Director, Military Personnel Management, and Office of the Deputy Chief of Staff for Personnel. He also served on the faculty at the United States Military Academy, West Point. General Ellis earned a Bachelor of Science in Public Health from Morgan State University and a Master of Science in Public Health from Indiana University. Appointed by the President of the United States, General Ellis currently serves on the National Commission of the Future of the Army. In honor of their completion of Advance Camp, the cadets from the General Larry R. Ellis Regiment will be receiving a 3-gun salute in the form of a cadet cannonade. In a moment, the commander of troops will bring the units to attention and present arms. Ladies and gentlemen, the reviewing officer for today's ceremony is Lieutenant General Laura Potter, Deputy Chief of Staff, G2, United States Army. She is accompanied by the host and the Regimental Tactical Officer, Lieutenant Colonel Stephen Lucas. Please rise for the entrance of the official party and remain standing for the invocation offered by Chaplain Candidate 1st Lieutenant Eric Boots. At this time, the 1st Cavalry Division Band will now play Ruffles and Flourishes.
Please join me in prayer as your faith allows. Father God, I come before you now in humble prayer. You are the creator and sustainer of all things, and in your sovereign will, you have brought us here today to celebrate the completion of these cadets' advanced camp summer training. For what purpose and plan, only you know. Therefore I ask you, O Lord my God, to bless these cadets. They are our nation's future leaders. It is only by your mercy and grace that these cadets overcame the many tests and trials of CST. It is only by your divine providence that they will lead their soldiers well as Army officers. May you fill them with wisdom, integrity, keen insight, understanding, and compassion for one another. Please, Lord, be mindful of us, the people of the United States of America. Use these men and women here to bless our nation and not bring it harm. I pray this in your holy name. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated.
Post the colors!
The flags present for today's ceremony are the national colors, the Army Field Flag, and the Cadet Command colors.
Sir, the colors are present! Present the command!
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the playing of our national anthem and remain standing during the firing of the cadet cannonade. We ask that military personnel in uniform maintain their hand salute until the completion of the cadet cannonade. ROTC Cadet Cannonade salutes the three pillars of our service to the nation. Duty, obedience, and disciplined performance despite difficulty or danger. Duty requires self-responsibility and selfless devotion. Honor, encompassing integrity and dedication. Honor is the thread which holds together the fabric of our Army. Country, for which men and women have given their lives, our country shines as a light of freedom and dignity to the world. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated.
Bring your unit to order on. Order! On! Order! On! Order! On! Order! On!
The Cadet Creed was adopted to instill in Army cadets the values that are critical for successful performance. Cadet Michael Howard from Coastal Carolina University will now recite the Cadet Creed.
The Cadet Creed. I am an Army cadet. Soon I will take an oath to become an Army officer, committed to defending the values which makes this nation great. Honor is my touchstone. I understand mission first and people always. I am the past, the spirit of those warriors who have made the final sacrifice. I am the present, the scholar and apprentice soldier, enhancing my skills in the science of warfare and the art of leadership. But above all, I am the future warrior leader of the United States Army. May God give me the compassion and judgments to lead and the gallantry in battle to win. I will do my duty. Leadership excellence, sir.
Ready to lead. Bring your unit to parade. Rest. Parade. Rest. Parade. Rest. Parade.
The greater community of Fort Knox and our national and local service organizations are here to show their support to our future Army leaders. These cadets have demonstrated superior character and service throughout training and will be recognized for their efforts. Also, we kindly ask family and friends to remain seated during the awards presentation. The awardees will be brought forward immediately following the ceremony for pictures. The AUSA Leadership Excellence Award is presented to the top cadet in each regiment as determined by a regimental cadre board. This award is presented to Cadet Kyla McKim from Drexel University. The First Command Financial Services Award is presented to the cadet who best demonstrates the leadership traits necessary to encourage teamwork, improve unit cohesion, and reinforce mission accomplishment. This award is presented to Cadet Cole Walski from Colorado State University. The USAA Warrior Ethos Award is presented to the cadet who best demonstrated the Army profession, ethic, and officership while exemplifying the warrior spirit. This award is presented to Cadet Hannah Ehlers from the University of New England. The Armed Forces Bank Award is presented to the cadet that best demonstrates respect for other cultures and people by effectively utilizing the training scenarios to demonstrate their mastery of the cross-cultural competencies needed in complex environments. This award is presented to Cadet Nathan Allen from Auburn University. The Army National Guard Association of the United States Excellence Award is presented to the Army National Guard cadet who demonstrates the most improvement in physical and mental preparedness for commissioning. This award is presented to Cadet Lorana Bradley from the University of North Georgia. The Reserve Organization of America Award is given to the cadet that embodies the characteristics of a comprehensive soldier by demonstrating resilience and the lifelong pursuit of enhanced performance to cope with adversity in stressful situations and thrive in life. This award is presented to Cadet Richard Weichel from Virginia Polytechnic Institute and State University. The Military Officers Association of America Award is given to the cadet that has demonstrated superior dedication to duty by accepting accountability for self and assigned unit through employment of team members, all while applying the fundamentals of leadership. This award is presented to Cadet William Temple from Kennesaw State University. The Military Order of the World Wars Award is presented to the cadet who best demonstrates the ability to evaluate, analyze, apply, and understand experiences and capabilities to solve tactical problem sets. This award is presented to Cadet Edward Correa from New Mexico Military Institute. The Bold Leader Spirit Award is presented to the cadet who best demonstrates appropriate motivational techniques, inspirational leadership, and the spirit of a leader. This award is presented to Cadet Joseph Gibson from Buffalo State College. The Magellan Federal High Performer Award is presented to the male and female cadet who achieved the overall highest score on the Army Combat Fitness Test. This award is presented to Cadet Blake Malablaki from the University of Utah and Cadet Lacey Thompson from Dominican University of California. The United States Army Reserve Truman Citizen Soldier Award is presented to the Army Reserve cadet in each regiment that has distinguished themselves amongst their peers as a top performer and exemplifies outstanding leadership qualities. This award is presented to Cadet Jacob Cross from the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. The Patton Museum Foundation Award is presented to the cadet who took charge in a challenging situation, demonstrating confidence, boldness, dash, and daring. This award is presented to Cadet Lauren West from Texas A&M University, Central Texas. The Recondo Award is presented to the cadets who displayed superior individual performance. These cadets were first-time goals on the Army Combat Fitness Test, first-time goals on land navigation, defined as achieving a score of 90% or higher on the written test and finding 5 out of 6 points on the land navigation course, first-time goals on first aid tasks, and first-time goals on chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear defense events. In addition, these cadets completed the 6-mile foot march in 90 minutes or less and qualified sharpshooter or better in basic rifle marksmanship. Cadets from 8th Regiment awarded a Recondo badge have been annotated in your program with an asterisk by their name. At the completion of the ceremony, today's awardees will return to the field for individual congratulations and photo opportunities. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving our awardees a round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the guest speaker for today's ceremony, Lieutenant General Laura Potter, Deputy Chief of Staff, G2 of the United States Army.
Thank you very much for that introduction. So before we get started, color guard, unseat your colors and formations on the field, go to rest. And I mean it, rest. That doesn't mean sit down and hang out, but it does mean rest. Distinguished guests, faculty and staff, very proud family members and friends of the 8th Regiment, and our guest of honor, these outstanding cadets in front of you, who completed a significant milestone towards becoming the Army's next leaders. Good morning and welcome. Before I'm too far into my comments, I want to recognize both the 1st Cavalry Division Band from Fort Hood, Texas, under the command of Captain Hennebree, and the Salute Battery under the leadership of First Lieutenant Onodeko and Sergeant First Class Bruns from Fort Polk. You all look and sound wonderful, and you're a significant reminder of the importance of our treasured Army traditions. Army Advance Camp here at Fort Knox is the most significant training and evaluation event in preparing cadets to become Army officers. Over 200 colleges and universities sent these cadets to train and be assessed on their ability to demonstrate proficiency in basic Army officer leadership skills. And as we can see by their presence on the field here and the tremendous cadets recognized with awards, they have succeeded. Over the past 35 days, the cadre tests these cadets on their abilities to develop critical thinking and problem-solving skills, forging them as tough, adaptable leaders who will thrive in the ambiguous, complex environment they will face shortly as lieutenants. Within the next year, you will commission as second lieutenants, leading soldiers. Your example and your voice will carry tremendous weight. As you head back to your colleges and universities to finish your degrees and prepare for commissioning, remember to use that voice as a leader to inspire excellence in others. By starting with the cadets in your ROTC battalions who follow in your footsteps, to those within your communities whom you see potential as future Army leaders. Share your stories about what you brought here today and encourage them with what inspired you to push through this summer's mentally and physically demanding challenges. Whether you commission into the active Army, the Reserve, or the National Guard, your commitment to the total Army and your willingness to place the needs of your country before your own makes each one of you incredibly special. The Army and our nation need leaders just like you, and I want to thank you for your willingness to serve. Our nation's security depends on recruiting leaders of high character who are keen, agile, and compassionate to lead soldiers in any environment. And when you think about the environment we face today, Russia's unprovoked war against Ukraine, heightened tensions with the People's Republic of China, a tremendous increase in missile testing activity by North Korea, a continuously aggressive Iran, and pockets of terrorism across the globe, we need your leadership. The Army is in the midst of a massive transformation to multi-domain operations, and we need warfighters capable of operating on land, but also savvy in cyber, space, electronic warfare, intelligence, and able to integrate with the air and sea capabilities of the Joint Force. And we need leaders who are daring and tenacious. That's what the 8th Regiment is known for, who know how to innovate and incorporate emerging technologies that shape how we campaign and, if called upon, how we would prevail in conflict. I know each of you is very excited to meet these challenges, and when the time comes, you will be ready to lead our Army through its greatest modernization in 40 years. The leadership values instilled in you by the cadre and staff of your ROTC programs and the tremendous leadership of Cadet Command, reinforced here by summer training, provide the foundation needed for a lifetime of leadership and service to your country. And I'd like us all to give a round of applause to the tremendous members of Cadet Command. As important as all of these accolades I've mentioned are, I want to next talk about the most important accolades, and that is the contributions to your successes that came from the family members and friends that are here with us today. They helped you tremendously to set you on the path that you're on. So to the family members, whether present with us here in the stadium, virtually, or in spirit, I want to thank you. To the parents in particular, thank you for raising resilient children with the character to serve our nation. To family and friends, thank you for your love, support, and guidance to our honorees. Their commitment to serve our nation would not be possible without you. The Army is a family business, and your service to our Army comes with the continued love and support they will need while they serve. I had a great opportunity to meet parents, grandparents, best friends, girlfriends, boyfriends, fiancés, and I had a chance to remind them that their work is not done. It is far from over as these cadets will embark upon a journey of service. Cadets, before long, you'll raise your right hand and commit yourself to our nation and leading its sons and daughters. They depend on you to be ready when the time comes, and I'm certain that the training over these past 35 days, whether land navigation, marksmanship, maneuver drills, or the overnight field training exercises, have provided you the additional experience, mettle, and confidence that when you commission, you're ready to lead the most significant level of junior engaged leadership in our Army, and that is platoon leadership. I recall when I was standing on this field decades ago, I thought I knew how to lead, but by the end of cadet summer training, I knew how to lead, and I'm sure you all feel the same. We need in your leadership what the Chief of Staff of the Army, General McConville, calls trained, disciplined, and physically fit squads. That is what is the glue of our Army, and that is what makes our Army strong, trained, and ready. That is also precisely what General Larry Ellis achieved throughout his 35-year career in the Army. It is fitting that we honor his legacy today, and I encourage each of you to uphold him as a model officer who excelled in training his soldiers to be fit and ready. Almost every day in the Pentagon, I walk past his photo, which hangs in the G3 of the Army, and I am reminded of his commitment to this great Army that started decades ago when he stood on a field just like this. As you complete your last year in school before commissioning, remember that learning doesn't stop when you pin on that gold bar. It must be a career-long passion. As our Secretary of the Army, the Honorable Christine Wormuth, stated to cadets of the 9th Regiment during her recent visit, have humility. You can always be striving and improving yourselves, and you should always feel like you have something to learn. You completed military training critical to your success as a new lieutenant, signified by today's ceremony. As you finalize your last months as a senior cadet, think about the challenges you overcame these past few weeks and the team you formed. Those teammates standing to your left and right helped you overcome and succeed in cadet summer training, and they will also be your team as you commission and help lead our Army into the future. Be proud of your accomplishment today. We, the Army leadership, is incredibly proud of you, and we look forward to the excellent leadership and character you will share with our Army in just a short year or so. Finish strong in academics back at your school, and I wish you every success as you begin the last chapter of your collegiate learning all the way up through commissioning day. Congratulations, and thank you very much. People first, winning matters, Army strong.
reviewing stand is the 1st Cavalry Division Band, commanded by Captain Richard Henry and led by Drum Major Sergeant Richard Walmart. Now passing the reviewing stand is the Commander of Troops for today's graduation, Cadet John Halo from Fayetteville State University. Now passing the reviewing stand is Alpha Company, led by Cadet Luke Hensley from Ohio University. Now passing the reviewing stand is Bravo Company, led by Cadet Cal Cook from the University of Central Florida. Now passing the reviewing stand is the Color Guard, led by Cadet Juan Chavaria from Austin Peay State University. Now passing the reviewing stand is Charlie Company, led by Cadet Skylar Larson from St. Mary's University. Now passing the reviewing stand is Delta Company, led by Cadet Anthony Lucido from West Virginia University. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of the Army song. The words can be found in your program.
Sir, this concludes the ceremony. Leadership excellence, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the 8th Regiment Cadet Summer Training 2022 graduation ceremony. Thank you for attending. Leadership excellence.